Hello to you. Well, I want to give you some feedback on Kintsukuroi Me. And nope, I'm not trying to win any fashion contests. In fact, I'm up here on the houseboat, which is where I finished off the course last night. And I thought, why not just make a testimonial or a review, right now as we finish. So just before I get going, I just want to share with you the most spectacular view. Just incredible. It's one of my favorite places in the world, where it's so peaceful and serene, and I've just been sitting up here on the roof of the houseboat and working through all the exercises. So my opinion on Kintsukuroi Me is I've had the privilege of doing personal development for 28 years. I've spent well over $1 million on personal development. I've done most of the big things that people talk about. I've done Date with Destiny live with Tony Robbins. I've gone to Fiji and spent time on in Tony Robbins' private resort with him and 30 other people. I spent 2 weeks on Necker Island with Richard Branson, Roger Hamilton, Dr. Dolph DeRuis, you literally name it, John DiMartini, etc., etc. And you might notice a bit of a pattern here. They all are men. And one of the things that I've enjoyed with Kintsukuroi Me is you've got a very strong feminine energy. And Susana just brings a very unique approach where she holds the energy and she makes you feel safe and she guides you through the process. And she talks a lot about building a container. And not only does she do it for you individually, but she does it for the group. Now, it's a 7-week process. And, we've all got stuff in our lives that we need to resolve. We've all got stuff in our lives that are holding us back. Challenges from our past, trauma, belief systems. And what I love is that most of us kind of know we need to do something about it, but we don't do anything about it. And there's a saying that I love, which is, the treasure you seek is in the cave you fear. The treasure you seek is in the cave you fear. And so most people fear going inward, fear opening up Pandora's box, fear dealing with that stuff from their childhood, from their trauma, from a broken relationship, from a bad business deal. And the problem is that holds them back. It stops them from having an extraordinary life. And what Susana's created is the ability in 7 weeks to go through that process. Not only are there video lessons, but there's also workbooks, which are very thorough, and you can work through those workbooks. And one of the things I love most in life is that when you've been doing this a long time, you can spot the patterns. You can spot the patterns of greatness. You can spot the patterns of what I call the laws of nature, or tried and tested. And I can see that what she's got and what she's done is of true substance. And so for me, one of the things that I enjoyed most was going through the process, working through the process, coming up with the results, having the insights for myself, but also working with a powerful woman. And, I think the women of this world, we need more of them out there. There's enough Tony Robbinses, but we need more Susana Kennedys. And so I highly, highly recommend that you do this course. I also recommend that you don't just pay for it, but actually do it properly. I did it for 7 weeks. I managed to listen to every module every week. I did and I turned up every week bar one. But what I didn't do was do my workbooks. And so I put aside the time yesterday to come and spend the day out here on the houseboat and work through all the workbooks. I know you're supposed to do them one a week, but at least I've done it. And, for me, 2024 has been a year of deep introspection, massive healing. And I just want to sincerely thank Susana, because what a wonderful way to cap off the year. What a wonderful way to round it all up. And what a wonderful way to set myself up for success, not just next year, but into the next decade and for the rest of my life. And so I'm truly, truly grateful. I highly recommend that you do the course. And most importantly, I want you, and I know Susana does as well, to live an extraordinary life. And these are the tools, the techniques, and the masters. This is a lady who's living in her purpose, living in her passion, and truly channeling energy through the universe and delivering back a gift to you. Use it. Have an awesome time. Cheers.